Hey guys, been a bit of radio silence from me for a while. I don't know how many of you are still around to listen to me, but a bit of an announcement. Anime videos, anime analysis, it's done. It's dead. Who fucking cares anymore? I don't. I started it because I thought it'd be cool, because I like that shit and I wanted to talk about it, but I just got bored of it. I still like talking about it, but making videos and stuff, I think I might have been able to get popular based on some of my videos, but I just it's not something that I want to do with my life. It's something that I thought about. I thought would sounded cool, but then making videos is boring. But you know what isn't boring? Making video games. So that's what I'm doing now. And what I decided to do in order to, I guess, like kind of promote this and also like stay on YouTube. I guess I don't know why I want to stay on YouTube, but I mean it could help me in this regard. But anyways, I wanna try to create a devlog. If you're watching this, you might have, because I probably shared it around. You probably have looked into Tommy Oliver 3D's little devlog, not little devlog event, I guess, that happened as an Inktober analog. That he's still continuing to the devlogs. It's just happening more weekly rather than daily for the whole of October. So kind of to follow suit, I figured I wanted to do this, but the difference here is that my project it's got a bit of work put into it already. Just to show you, whoops, wrong one. Just to show you, like, I have this kind of first level. I have these enemies. I have these like vine things that I'm implementing. I have a lot of things going on here. I feel like that's way too much at once to kind of present and show people as like an introduction to what I'm doing right now. So what I've decided to do instead is to kind of do not a retrospective, but rather a catching up series where like I kind of go piece by piece, look at an aspect of Godot and how I've used it to kind of utilize my progress so far, and also to keep progressing in a direction as I'm kind of showing you guys this. So first up, I'm going to be creating a test environment. And so this started just like as me, I don't know why this is there. This started as just me trying to start a test environment. And I decided that, this is a perfect opportunity for me to go back and start this series. So, now then, I've created this scene, and in Godot, whenever you want to create a scene, all you gotta do is add this plus thing, and it creates a whole new scene full of nothing. And so now you have a bunch of shit you can mess around with. And so in this scene, I just created a Node 2D object, and a Node 2D object is basically the parent of all parents for 2D environments. So, like, when you're adding a new node, you could have it as a space, like a 3D environment. That's what the spatial node is. However, I'm using specifically 2D, so that's all I'll be using for this project until I get into a bit more colorful elements. That's where like things like the control nodes will be, and things like I guess canvas layers, these other shit. But for now, Node 2D is all I'm going to be working with. So I decided that it would probably be fine to just use a Node 2D object as the base parent for this test level I'm going to be designing. So the next thing I need now is a TileMap, because in this testing environment, I need a floor. I need some walls. I need to confine my player into an area in order to test various implementations. So I have this TileMap. And what a tile map is, it is the building blocks for your ceilings, for your floors, for your walls. It's how you easily build a level from repetitive kind of assets. So I first need to load in my assets, and here I have them. So like I just have this saved as a primitive scene, primitive tile map. and this comes with these three things. There's some more. Basically, this is the primitive tile map scene. So, basically, in this primitive tile map scene, I have the Node 2D base, which, you know, same sort of logic I applied. And then I have these three sprites, which are, you know, they hold the information for the visuals. They hold this information. And then each sprite has a body, a physics body, specifically a static body, which means that they won't move. And each of those things has a collision polygon, which defines how they collide with anything else. I'll probably be adding more to this tile map, but for now this will do. And so this tile map equates to this sort of deal. So first off, you can see that like the tiles are not correctly proportioned, and all you gotta do for that, you see, go to the cell size. It's currently set to 64 by 64. However, we're working with a bit smaller building blocks. We want 32 by 32. So now we have a 32 by 32 cell-sized tile map, and now I can draw out my level correctly. So we'll just start doing that. I'm just gonna create like it's a bit too big. Don't want it to be huge. That's pretty good. And then I have two walls to confine the player in. Maybe a little bit bigger. Two walls to confine the player in, and then I basically I can be done here, but I want to try to, you know, add a couple more things to kind of make it more traversable. So I'm gonna make it a little bit taller so I don't accidentally fall off my map. Oh, whoops. And then I want to try to add in some verticality, so some vertical testing. I think it has to be a little bit longer. There you go. And then I will add in some of that. And there, I have my little first little testing area. I can change this around at will for whatever test I need to run. But for now, this is just to, you know, show you what I'm doing here. So now I have my map. I need my player. So how am I going to grab my player object? Well, I have it pretty well organized here, where I have like my game objects, my scenes, and my sprites. And inside my game objects, I have this Rose, which is the main character. The main character's name is Rose of this little game I'm making. And you basically just take her scene, because everything that you're trying to grab in this engine is a scene. That's all you're gonna put on top of other scenes from like over here. Of course, you can put in nodes on a scene like I have already. But the advantage with I should reparent this. So Rose was automatically parented to the tile map because that's what I was looking in. But you want them to be siblings. You don't want Rose to be a child of TileMap. It just doesn't. You shouldn't do that. That doesn't make any sense. You want Rose and the TileMap to be siblings. They'll be interacting with each other. They're like, one won't be higher on the hierarchy than the other. Anyways, as I was saying, most things in the game engine will be scenes that you're dragging onto the whatever you're working with, and we can mess with them. But for now, Rose is a bit complicated under the hood. Like, I can go to her scene via this editor. It's very nifty. You can just kind of click this, and it'll take you to Rose's specific scene. And now you have a bunch of shit that you have no idea what it does, and I gotta explain it. But I'm not gonna explain in this video. Let's take it in the short bursts, huh? Let's close this. I don't need it. So we don't need Rose either. But this is just to show you exactly what the deal with this is. So now that we have that and Rose is functioning, we can just play it and I can show you around. Oh, I forgot something. So in the project settings, you have to be sure that when you're changing your main scene. So I was doing a lot of testing out of that map you just saw, but now I'm creating a specific test environment, because that first thing is actually kind of my first level, and I should it's not good practice to test everything that you're going to be doing in a level, like in that level immediately. You kind of want to do your testing elsewhere, just so you don't mess anything up. Really, it's just good practice to kind of test your mechanics in a specific test environment that doesn't have other variables in it. It's just the testing of the things that you're working with, and then you can like kind of complicate things by adding in other variables, you know. So in that controlled environment, where there's only the map and rows, I can then kind of see what exactly is wrong with any given thing. There shouldn't be anything else particularly wrong. There might be one other thing, but for now I can just show you that you can jump around and stuff. Can't reach up there, which is good because you don't want to, because I'm not testing to fall off the map. So now, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got an error just now. That error is it's a susceptibility error. So, I know why that is. So, basically, just to show you under the hood a little bit, the slash effect, which is those effects that you saw Rose put out when she was attacking, those reference an object that it collides with. It references a variable of the object it collides with. But the thing is, it's colliding with the tile map, and the tile map does not have that variable. So we want to just put it in there. And actually, what I'll do is tile map. That's what I want. So like, I have the same thing in my other level, where because of course Rose wants to collide with everything. So I'll just use that. That should be good. Just to show you how that looks. It's just var susceptible equals none, and that just aligns with the slash effect. It whenever objects not susceptible equals none, speed is flipped. Now what that does, I can show you real fast, is I can now bounce off the level. So now, like, whenever you hit a wall that you're not supposed to be hitting, kind of like the object isn't meant to be destroyed by you. You just hit it and bounce right off. I think this bouncing thing is a bit more pronounced than it really should be, but I think for now, for like the proof of concept, it's probably fine. But yeah, so this is basically the first little tidbit diving into the kind of environment of Godot, where I just now set up this test level, which we'll be seeing a lot more in the future. And yeah, we have this, and it's cool. Thanks for watching.